This is Lem Anderson interviewing Mrs. Williams on the importance of recess. So, do you think recess is beneficial to students?
I do think recess is beneficial to students. Anytime students can get outside and play and have a little time for a break and play with their friends, I do think it's great.
What are your thoughts of taking away recess as a punishment?
Well, I teach 6th grade, so in 6th grade, and we really use recess more as a privilege. Like, students earn their recess time based on good behavior, or even as an AR celebration. Then sometimes we'll go outside for recess, or when they have done well on their character cards, we have time for recess. So it works a little differently in 6th grade, but we use it more as a positive reinforcement, I guess.
Would recess times be different depending on the grade you taught?
Yes, like I said, in 6th grade we don't have as much time as maybe kindergarten or 1st grade, but we just have a lot of standards in 6th grade that we need to cover, so it's a little bit different because with the older children.
How has recess changed since you were a kid?
Well, when I was a kid, as far as in 6th grade, we were at the junior high. So 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, we were all at the junior high, so we didn't have recess time. And so, since y'all do get recess, it's more time than we receive. So, yeah.
Have you noticed any changes in behavior after the class goes outside?
Well, we try and do it at the end of the day because everybody is a little wound up, and at the end, so we just try and do it at the end of the day. And normally, it's right when the bell is about to ring. So, but it does. I do think it is a positive incentive as far as something to work for. Yeah.
Thank you. This was Lem Anderson interviewing Mrs. Williams on the importance of recess. This is Lem Anderson interviewing Mrs. Thomas on the importance of recess for students. So, Mrs. Thomas,
Yes.
do you think recess is beneficial to students?
Absolutely, it's very beneficial. I think it gives students the opportunity to get out, kind of get some of their energy out. It also gives them a social time to where we need them to be quiet in the classroom, but now they can get outside and interact with their peers.
What are your thoughts on taking away recess as a punishment?
To be honest, I'm not a big fan of taking recess away as a punishment. Usually the students who are acting out are the ones who actually need to get out and move and get some of their energy out to hopefully calm them down a little more in the classroom during teaching and learning events.
Would recess times differ depending on the grade you taught?
I don't think so. Honestly, I'm a fan of a little more recess than what we have, but due to instruction time, it's a bit smaller. And we do have PE every day, which is also very beneficial, but I don't think for each grade level it should be different.
How has recess changed since you were in school?
When I was a kid, our homeroom teacher used to line us up, and then an instructional aide would come and get us, take us outside for recess, so the teacher would have a break, and then the children would go outside and play, and we would be out there 30 to 45 minutes, depending on the time of day, but that would happen twice a day. So at least an hour total of recess every day.
Yeah, so it's changed a lot.
Absolutely.
Have you noticed changes in behavior after taking your class outside for recess?
Sometimes teaching younger grades, they're still a little active when they come in, so I find that, once you bring them in, kind of do a story time, it helps calm them down a little bit. Older grades are a little easier to kind of control, but behavior definitely calms students down and kind of prepares them more for learning. They're a little more focused, more attentive to what's happening.
Thank you. This is Lem Anderson interviewing Mrs. Thomas on the importance of recess. This is Lem Anderson interviewing Mrs. A. Jones and Mrs. Deere on the importance of recess. So, do you think that recess is beneficial to students?
Yes, we do. It allows children to burn off that excess energy, and it helps them to process information clearly
Yeah.
during the day. Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts on taking recess away as a punishment?
We don't take it away as a punishment if the children misbehaved or done something that morning or later in the afternoon the previous day. They do have to spend anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes thinking about that, but they still get to go play. So we would never take away, because it's important that they have that time, that they're burning off that energy, and having that movement. So no, we don't agree with that.
So would recess times differ depending on the grade top?
Well, it goes really like, what we think is according to the teacher's schedule, like, as far as what is the schedule for the day? And we feel like for ours, they go all morning
Right.
without a break, and so we feel like it's just really important that it's up to the teacher, as long as it's approved, that we want to maximize that time for the kids that's going to help them.
To process information.
Right, so we feel like it's not so much about a
Just
grade
giving them that
level.
break in the morning. We want to break it up. If we have a long morning, we want to break it up so they're ready for that afternoon time.
Yes.
Yeah. So how has recess changed since you were kids?
Well, I don't really think it's changed, because playing is playing. And, when we started doing recess at the very beginning of the year, we tell them that we're not going to go out on the playground, because we want them to, burn off that energy, come up with games that they can do together, talk to each other, get to know each other, and we find that time is very important.
Right, so in saying that, like to add on what Ms. Sears is saying, we have our recess at the end of A Hall, like that area at the end of A Hall. And the kids used to ask, "Can we go on the playground?" And that, because that's what they want to do. But we feel like it's best for them to have that open area to come up with things to do and to work together on what to do, to come up with games instead of just being on a slide or a swing. We feel like that time is not only beneficial to them physically and be able to burn off that energy, but also mentally it helps them to work together and solve problems together and come up with things together, being creative.
So have you noticed changes in behavior
Behavior?
after recess?
Yeah, behavior is definitely better.
They need it. Yeah, the kids just need, and research backs that up, that little bit of time is so important for them to be able to have that movement. Kids can only sit,
So long.
especially second graders, they can only sit for so long. And so it's important that they have that movement, they have that time. So it's not like just free time, it's well worth the time that they're given to do that. The benefits definitely are worth having that time for them.
Thank you. This was Lem Anderson interviewing Mrs. A. Jones and Mrs. Deere on the importance of recess.